It's a bitch. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is the first time you guys see me, then welcome. I'm Sarali, beautician based here in Lebanon. So for today's video, so you guys probably know I filmed a little video when I couldn't edit the video. My first impression of the Essence multi-airbrush something blender, and I liked it. Now the problem was that one, it was dark, so artificial lighting makes things look better than they are. I tried it the next day and I realized that with another kind of foundation it didn't look at all the beautiful way it looked with the other foundation. So today I'm putting it to the test and I want to wet it because I was using this dry, and I can imagine that that was another reason why the foundation looked dry like it did. I'm gonna take my pure water, I'm just gonna spray it. We're gonna see today if this is actually worth it. I'm gonna take my concealer from Pupa. I have a review in here if you want to watch it. I'm gonna hide the little guy in here because you know, when our friend is coming to visit us, we just have a bunch of crazy things going on. I moisturized my skin and I applied my sunscreen, so everything is ready. I'm gonna tap it in. I never saw this concealer look like that. Okay, so at first it looked bad, but it's starting to look better. Let me see under the eyes. It definitely doesn't look the way it looked last time. It looked so bad. And look how much it soaks up from the product. So that's something that personally it does bother me because I want the product on my face. I don't want that much product on my blender, you know? I just wanted to mention it in case someone else doesn't really like that or wants to know. I'm gonna take the foundation that last time just looked horrible. How am I gonna apply this? I have nails on. I don't want it to go on my nails, so I'm not gonna apply it with my fingers. I'm gonna take this brush, the R02 from Royal Cosmetic. I'm not gonna apply much, mainly because I don't need a lot. I just want on my T-zone, nose, forehead. Okay, and I'm gonna take also this face palette from Dali, Cream Contour. I'm gonna take the concealer shade. I'm gonna take the sponge. I'm gonna wet my face, or yeah, and just spread it. There's definitely something wrong with it. It's like there's streaks on your skin, and it just, I'm like so sorry for anyone that saw my review and got it. It's like with the brush, it just looks flawless. And then you apply it with the sponge and there's something that looks off. It's not as perfect as it looked like at night when I first filmed it. So let's see if I want to blend everything in. Yeah, you saw, like, it looked so well. Like, I apply here and it sets it in place. Do you see the difference? It picks up so much product. This little baby in here is like living proof of what it actually does. So whenever I grab the brush, I tap it and it gets concealed again. Like, there's product on it again. And then I grab this and then I see the redness. It does pick up a lot of the product. So if you already have this with powders, it's stunning. Or let me just make sure before I claim something again that ends up not being 100% true, but like we're gonna see now. I'm gonna take the foundation, bronzer and contour, and I'm just gonna apply them here on the highest points of my face. Okay, let's say that's what I wanted. Now I want to blend with this. Can I blend? Okay, yeah, bronzer and contour, but again, it's picking up a lot of the product. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. No, it actually looks good, but it mainly looks good because there's so much product. But it looks good. So with foundation, I don't advise this, but with liquids and creams, mostly creams, contours and bronzers, it looks good. Like it will blend it, but it will take a lot of the product along the way. Okay, and blush. I'm gonna take this from Aliak, the peach one. I'm gonna apply it on top of the... Hey, that looks like blood. I'm gonna take it in here also, but I'm gonna take it in the back. I mean, yeah, it's putting a nice glow, but look how much it soaked up from the product. Like it didn't even... It spread it right on the blender. It just picked it up the way it was. And that's something that personally it bothers me. Look at the difference. If right now I would take this, the product is all over it. No, yeah, there is contour. Yeah, so you see, it doesn't soak up the product. It takes it and it spreads it. Look at the difference. And I had way less in here, but it spread it on my hand. That way it can pick it up easier. And just, you saw that difference? It's insane. That's something that I don't really enjoy in this. I'm going out, that's why we're gonna do right makeup, you know? We're not gonna do one side of the face looks good, the other one just looks not that good. Yeah, I guess for blending, this does a good job to like blend the harsh lines and blush and contours. You guys probably saw how it took this makeup to another direction right now. Like it just made it more natural. It's definitely not a product to apply that makeup. Like definitely not for the application for creams and liquids. It's more for you apply it with a brush and then you pass over it with that, the same way they would do with a beauty blender, and then it just makes it look way more natural because it soaks up so much of that excess product. So مش حتى excess product, it literally soaks up the product. I look like I was in the beach right now. I don't know how you guys see me, but that's how I look like. So I'm gonna take this bronzer from Samoa. So yesterday I filmed a brush review. Like this was one of the first brushes I ever had. It's so dirty, so that's why I'm gonna use it. In case you have a big brush and you don't have a bronzer blush, just then when you wanna apply it, pinch it a little bit, shape it the way you want it, and apply it that way it doesn't go everywhere. Because if I would let it go, look how much the bronzer would go everywhere, and I don't really have control. It's another brush shape right now, so I can't control where it goes. So in case anyone has, because I know I did, you know, at some point that was the brush I usually used to have to apply pretty much everything with. Now if I want it to look a little bit more natural, I'll pass over it. I'm gonna take the banana powder from Essence. I'm gonna take it on this side, even though it has a little bit of foundation. It lays powders so beautifully on the skin. If you got it after seeing my review, or if you got it before, it's not a complete no, but it's definitely, it depends with what. And I'm gonna set it with the Samoa Skin Envy Matte translucent powder. Also, take the excess off. Take the excess off on the back of my hand and set the foundation. We need everything to be in place. I'm gonna take the Essence setting spray. It looks good. There's a little bit, like you can't see the foundation obviously in here. I applied too much. That was my fault. I know that that's not the product or the Essence fault. Like I applied too many layers. Now we're trying to drop them down again. Take it down a notch. Like صار لك ساعة تاخذ من البرودكت. هلا بطلت. I'm gonna continue my makeup and then I'll give my final thoughts on this. Okay, so I finished my makeup and I realized something, that it ended up looking a little bit dry again. So I sprayed a lot of facial spray. I sprayed from the Aliak facial mist and the Essence setting spray, and yeah, I blended it out with a sponge. Yeah, don't use this with like foundation. Use it with bronzer, contouring, especially when you want to blend it out and there was too much. Blend it out so that it looks natural and beautiful, but don't use it for anything but powders. And when it comes to liquids and creams, just to blend out harsh lines. that's it. Apart from that, I don't suggest you to do anything else with it. Okay, so editing Sarah here. I completely forgot to tell you about the cleaning process. That is in has it been 6 years? Yeah, it has been. In 6 years that I've been cleaning sponges and puffs and all of these materials, I've never had a material that took me that much time to clean, and that even after I gave it so much time, it was like the material was stained from the product. So I'm gonna show you a picture here. That's how it currently looks like after cleaning. It's stained no matter with what I use it with. I've used it with the actual soap bar I use from Aliak that usually cleans everything. I've tried it with shampoo. Nothing. It's like it's stained. Whenever you use foundation with it, it's stained. It stays stained for about a few more uses. I guess the best thing you could do if you want to clean it is to get it dirty and immediately go to the sink and clean it out. It's very annoying to clean. It doesn't get completely cleaned, which really pisses me off. I just thought to tell you because I a lot of times forget to mention these things, and I'm more than sure you guys are actually interested in knowing. Just wanted to tell you that. If you already have it, tell me what you think if you have the same problem as me. I tried to wet it, didn't really work. You know, I thought that maybe wetting it would do the job. No, tell me what you think. And like, yeah, for powders, it's amazing. I really like it for powders, but apart from that, no. To actually spread liquids and creams, it's not a multi-use airbrush sponge at all. No, I'm sorry, but it isn't. So yeah, I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below and I'll answer as soon as possible. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button so that more people can actually find out about this sponge before they get it. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video.